Welcome to the front line of HR, where standards are set, accountability is enforced. My name is Harry Fox, the HR drill sergeant. Welcome to the only channel dedicated to building an elite, mission-ready workforce through structure, accountability, and ruthless focus on human potential. This is part 2 of 4 in our series, You're Pippin' Wrong. Today's operation is called You're Pippin' Wrong. Build a PIP that can actually work. In part 1, we established that a PIP should not be a punishment in paperwork form. Now we're going to build the plan. And I do mean build it. Because if your PIP is just a paragraph of complaints and a deadline, it's not a plan, that's just a wish wearing a uniform. A proper PIP has 5 mission critical parts. First, the specific performance gap. No vague accusations, just facts, dates, and examples, and business impact. Second, the expected standard. The employee must know exactly what good looks like or what right looks like. Third, measurable goals. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it. Fourth, support. Training, coaching, tools, workloads, clarification, job aids, weekly check-in, whatever is reasonable and relevant. A PIP without support says, good luck, soldier. A real PIP says, here's the standard, here's the path, and here's how we will monitor progress. Support is not optional window dressing. It is the leader's proof that the plan is about improvement, not about punishment. If the gap exists because the employee was never properly trained, the leader, I'll say again, if the employee was never properly trained, the leader owns the training fix. If the gap exists because the standard was loose, shifting, or ignored, the leader owns the standard. The PIP should make both responsibilities visible. Fifth, a timeline. 30, 60, or 90 days may be common, but the timeline should fix the issue. You do not give someone 30 days to master a complex skill with no training. You should also not let simple attendance issue drift for 6 months. Match the runway to the problem. Now let's talk language. Your goals should be written out like marching orders, clear, observable, and tied to the job. Example, submitting weekly reports by Friday at 3 p.m. with no more than one correction required for 4 consecutive weeks. That is measurable, that is fair, and that gives everyone a way to evaluate the process without arguing over feelings. If an employee cannot read the PIP and know exactly what to do by Monday morning, your PIP failed inspection. Don't write mystery novels, write instructions. So, a strong PIP does not guarantee success, but it does guarantee clarity. It shows the employee what must change, shows the manager how to measure it, and it shows HR the process was structured, consistent, and fair. So lock down your standards, eliminate excuses, lead from the front. Hey, this is the HR drill sergeant saying I will see you in the C-suite. Now, before I go, in part 3, I'm going to be covering what happens after the PIP starts, check-ins, documentation, discussions, and how to close the process without creating chaos. Hey, y'all, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.